Okay, wonderful. So today we are starting out. I'm going to pick one of these, which is just little notes from my teacup that I keep saving because they're always so cute and sweet. I'm like, I can't get rid of these. So, okay, Grace, this is for you today. When fear is forcing you to give up, call upon your heart's courage to continue. Oh, and I just dropped it back in the thing. Okay, so this is Grace's. Okay, ready? So I'm just gonna tune in. Okay, so I'm seeing a road, like a highway, like yellow stripes down the road. And I'm seeing a rabbit hopping down the road. And it's going down, and then I see a car coming from the other direction, and he's like on the center line, and this car's like buzzing by him, and his hair's getting blown by the draft of the car when it goes by. Okay, and then this rabbit's going out, and it's in the middle of the road now, and a car's coming, and the car goes over top of it, and then it's jumping over to the side, and it makes its way safely over to the side. Talking about close calls, uh, putting yourself in situations where it feels a little bit risky. And it's saying, but it's really not risky because that rabbit knew exactly what it was doing. And it was in the right place at the right time, and it wasn't going to put itself in harm's way. It was going off of its intuition and its instincts, which told it to stop when it needed to stop and to go when it was supposed to go. Okay, sometimes risking it isn't risking it at all. This is our human self that's telling us, oh, we're taking a risk, and is like, no, it's not. You could see it from the divine. The divine's like, no, everything's going absolutely according to plan. Everything's perfectly as it's supposed to be. Okay, so now this bunny's over on the other side or on the side of the road, but now there's like a whole bunch of bunnies over there. They're saying there's like eight or nine. Uh, okay, and then these bunnies over here are like, oh, we want to cross the road, but like we don't know how to do it. And so this main bunny is like, well, I'll show you guys how to do it, and is teaching them how to safely get where they're supposed to be going. And so basically saying had this rabbit not gone and done this themselves, they wouldn't have been able to safely guide these other rabbits across the road. But because they went through what they went through, now they can, and they're actually um, warranted a certificate of, yeah, you're a teacher because you've really educated yourself by living your life the way that you lived it. Um, okay, so saying perceiving risky opportunities um, differently will immediately shift the energy that's attached to it. So if it's kind of like, ooh, I don't know, attached to it other than, oh man, this could be something totally amazing. Those two things have a completely different energy and vibration attached to it. And as we know, whatever energy we are is what we're creating. So it's just saying, remember this. Um, okay, and then they're kind of talking about having like a morning ritual of draining out any fear that might be present within your body. So like kind of tuning into it and literally with your mind, imagining that fear maybe is a certain color or feeling and draining it like water out of your body. Saying this is a really good way to reset and a really good way to get the day started because you're immediately invoking high vibe energies rather than any fear based, which are lower energies. Um, okay, and at some point, you will teach others uh, and you will be very confident about it. Um, so, allowing your confidence to build and knowing that it's not a selfish thing to be confident is a wonderful gift that you give to yourself and that you give to others. Because if I was teaching, but I had like, oh, I don't know about this in my words, that's received and picked up. So basically saying, really be confident about what you do already know. Um, yeah, that's what we got. All right. Anyone want to share anything? Grace?
That was wonderful. Thank you. Well, I'm confused. Was that for me?
That was for you.
That's what I thought. Yeah, that made sense. It felt good. Uh, I guess I'll share what I received in the beginning when we were all together. This is kind of like obvious, but I was like in a room and we were all together. I guess it was all of us that was on the Zoom call in a circle, but there was doors to each one of us and like we each have our own path. But I was walking outside the door, outside of the room, and I could still see everyone kind of like we were still in a circle, but everyone was doing their own techniques or whatever you want to call it, healing
Mhm.
modalities. But I think the theme of it was like it's so important to I guess, have online spaces because we can all come together as one and all kind of be like-minded and then go take those bits and share them out with the world. So, um, yeah, I totally agree with that. I have a intuitive call tonight with someone that I'm supposed to read, and I think I've been putting it off because of fear. Uh,
Mhm.
or there's been like a mentality of, whoa, I'm not good enough, or she read me better, so I'm a little nervous. So, um, again, today was like really well and went really well. And then I even thought about it on the drive home. I was just like, man, today's going really well. And I just had this huge like realization, you can make your day as good as you want it and X, Y, and Z and whatever things. But yeah, so that made sense. So thank you.
Yeah,
And
you're welcome. I love it.
I think to add, if it's okay, like in life, what's going on? Like she's kind of at this point where,
Yeah, go ahead.
okay, I don't, would you like to share it?
Like I'm ready to start turning the key and doing something different. And I think I've been using it, like babysitting as an anchor because it's like more safe for me in a way,
Mhm.
but I'm kind of done with it. Like I'm starting to be ready to do something different, maybe along that is aligned with my path rather than something that is just like a comfort.
And I also
Mhm.
meant like she's looking at really stepping into buying a van and traveling around or a car. Like her car is broken right now and it's time to get a new one. And so are you going to go for what you've been talking about and dreaming about and what you want? Or is it going to, play safe or I can't speak on your behalf, but
Yeah.
that's kind of what's coming up. What that
Mhm.
kind of triggered for me was like she's really been researching these new cars and a possible van and things like that and traveling. So
Hmm.
Mhm. I think when it's speaking to your heart, that's it's just love, and so it is the divine guidance. And as soon as you make the choice and you decide, okay, this is what I'm going to do, then you'll just be supported. And it's like that baby on the bridge that it was like some cartoon and he's like taking a step forward, but there's no actual step there. But as soon as he takes the next step, oh, then the next step appears and okay, he keeps walking and the next step just keeps appearing. And it's really about increasing your faith along the way of like, I don't know why I feel this way, but I feel like I need to go buy a van and go do this and go do that. Well, it's because it's from the divine, and the things that we love, that is our path, that is our gift. So we are supposed to do those things. And when we're like, okay, I'm going to let go of the fear and I'm just going to go do the thing I know I need to do,
Yeah.
then everything just comes into you.
Hmm.
And Grace, you are amazing at readings. So I can't even imagine where you're at now compared to where you were at last summer, but it just only increases and it just only gets better and better and better. So yeah.
Yeah.
And the things that you see, you're not just like seeing like, oh, reading somebody's mind, this or that. You're seeing the things that matter, like the things that are impactful, and often the things that nobody would speak about that they wouldn't say, but that they need to. So you're awesome.
So are you, girl.
Thanks.
Wait, what did your mug say though? The vibe is
Says disco vibes. It's for my
okay.
sister. Yeah, it's a Christmas win. Okay. Nathaniel, you're next.